Ever wondered how beetles, despite their small size, are one of the most diverse groups of insects in the world? Well, buckle up for a journey into the fascinating world of these tiny creatures, where we'll delve into their diversity, their importance, and their awe-inspiring sizes. From the heart of the Amazon rainforest to the frosty peaks of the Himalayas, beetles have conquered every habitat imaginable. With over 400,000 species identified, and many more waiting to be discovered, beetles are the poster child for biodiversity. They range from the microscopic feather-winged beetles, which are so tiny that they could dance on the tip of a pencil, to the behemoth Hercules beetles, which, despite their name, would struggle to lift a pencil but could give your thumb a run for its money in terms of size. Now let's talk about diversity. Beetles are not only diverse in size but also in form and function. Some beetles are master mimics, camouflaging themselves as leaves, sticks, or even bird droppings to evade predators. Others are jewel-like, their iridescent shells shimmering in a myriad of colors. And some are downright bizarre, with horned heads and lantern-like abdomens that glow in the dark. But beetles are not just fascinating to look at. These tiny creatures play a vital role in our ecosystems. They decompose dead plants and animals, recycling nutrients back into the soil. They pollinate our flowers, and they form an essential link in the food chain, feeding a multitude of birds, mammals, and other insects. So the next time you see a beetle, don't just dismiss it as another bug. Remember, it could be a tiny titan, smaller than a grain of rice, or a big and bold beetle, larger than your thumb. It might be a master of disguise, a jewel in the dirt, or a vital cog in the wheel of life. So as we've seen, beetles come in all shapes and sizes, from the size of a grain of rice to the size of your thumb. Now let's dive into the world of the tiniest beetles. Imagine a creature so small you could fit a family of them on the head of a pin. That's right, we're talking about the feather-winged beetles. These little guys measure less than 1 millimeter in length, but don't let their size fool you. They are as resilient and tough as their larger counterparts. Their world is the undergrowth, where they navigate a jungle of grass blades and fallen leaves. They buck the trend that bigger is better, proving that even the smallest of creatures can be as fascinating as the giants of the animal kingdom. Despite their size, they play a significant role in nature by breaking down plant material, helping to recycle nutrients back into the soil. In their tiny world, they are the unsung heroes, working tirelessly behind the scenes. Remarkable, isn't it? How such tiny creatures can have such a big impact. From the tiny titans, we now move to the big and bold beetles. From the leaf litter of the forest floor to the highest canopy, beetles come in many shapes and sizes. But let's take a moment to appreciate the heavyweights of the beetle world. First up, we have the Hercules beetle, a behemoth among beetles, with males able to grow up to 6.5 inches long. These fellows look like they've been hitting the gym, with their large, muscular bodies and the iconic horn on their heads. And they're not just for show either. These beetles use their horns in battles against other males, like knights jousting for a queen's favor. Now let's take a flight to the rainforests of South America, where we'll meet the Titan beetle. These big boys can grow up to 6.5 inches long, giving the Hercules beetle a run for its money. With their strong jaws, they can snap a pencil in half. Imagine that. A beetle stronger than your number 2 pencil. And then there's the Goliath beetle, aptly named after the biblical giant. These African natives can reach up to 4.5 inches long and weigh as much as a sparrow. That's right, we have beetles that can outweigh birds. But why do these beetles grow so large? Well, it's all about survival of the fittest. Their size helps them compete for food, defend against predators, and win over mates. These beetles might not be as graceful as a gazelle or as majestic as a lion, but they certainly pack a punch in the animal kingdom. They are a testament to the diversity and adaptability of nature, reminding us that size, indeed, does matter in the wild. And just like that, from the tiny to the huge, beetles never cease to amaze us. Ever thought about how a day in the life of a beetle might be? Well, grab your miniature knapsacks and let's embark on this tiny adventure. Imagine being born as a tiny egg, no bigger than a speck of dust, laid carefully by your mother in a leaf or in the soil. You're not alone though. You've got hundreds, sometimes thousands of siblings squirming around you. Talk about a crowded nursery. After a few days or weeks, depending on your species, you hatch into a larva. Now, this is where the fun begins. As a larva, your primary job is to eat and grow. And when we say eat, we mean it. You're a lean, mean eating machine, gobbling up everything in sight: leaves, roots, decaying wood, even other insects if you're feeling particularly carnivorous. As you grow, you shed your skin several times in a process called molting. Think of it as outgrowing your clothes and getting new ones, but with a lot more squirming and wriggling involved. Next comes the pupa stage, where you'll undergo a complete makeover. You're tucked away in a cozy cocoon or a hole in the ground, away from the prying eyes of the world. This is your me time, where you'll transform from a squiggly larva into an adult beetle. You'll grow wings, harden your body, and develop those iconic beetle features. It's like puberty, but way cooler. Finally, you emerge as a fully grown adult beetle, ready to face the world. You'll spend your days searching for food, avoiding predators, and looking for a mate to start the cycle all over again. It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it. And there you have it, a day, or rather a lifetime in the life of a beetle. It's not all sunshine and roses, but it's a fascinating journey nonetheless. From a tiny egg to a bustling larva, a reserved pupa, and finally, an adult beetle, each stage of a beetle's life is a testament to the marvels of nature. So, next time you see a beetle, remember, it's had quite the journey. Did you know that beetles are not just fascinating creatures, but they play a significant role in our ecosystem? That's right, folks. Our tiny friends are the unsung heroes of our environment, working round the clock to keep the cycle of life running smoothly. They might not wear capes, but their superpowers are undeniable. Let's start with pollination. Many people think of bees when they hear the word pollination, but beetles have been in the pollination business long before bees even entered the scene. In fact, they are some of the original pollinators, helping flowers bloom and fruits grow. They might not have a sweet tooth like bees, but their love for pollen has benefited us in more ways than one. Then comes decomposition. Beetles are nature's best recyclers, breaking down dead plants and animals. This is not a glamorous job by any means. Imagine being a beetle, spending your days munching on dead stuff. Not everyone's cup of tea, right? But thanks to their hard work, they return essential nutrients back to the soil, allowing new life to sprout. Talk about out with the old and in with the new. Now let's talk food. Not for us, but for other animals. Beetles are a crucial part of the food chain, serving as a meal for creatures big and small. From birds pecking them off tree trunks to spiders weaving intricate traps, beetles are a crowd favorite in the animal kingdom's menu. To sum it up, these tiny titans are the backbone of our ecosystem. They pollinate, decompose, and even willingly serve themselves up as a meal, all while maintaining a low profile. If that's not heroism, I don't know what is. So the next time you see a beetle scuttling across your path, remember, it's not just an insect. It's a pollinator, a decomposer, a source of food, and most importantly, an unsung hero of our planet. So there you have it, beetles, small in size, big on impact. So, are you ready to join the Beetle fan club? We've journeyed together through the fascinating world of beetles today, from the tiniest titans to the big, bold, and beautiful ones. We've marveled at their incredible diversity with an astonishing array of colors, shades, each one a testament to the miracles of nature's design. We've followed the life cycle of these captivating creatures, from egg to adult, witnessing their miraculous metamorphosis. We've seen how beetles play a crucial role in our ecosystem, often overlooked and underappreciated. They're nature's little soldiers, working tirelessly to keep our environment balanced. Beetles are more than just insects. They're a testament to the complexity and beauty of life on Earth. So the next time you come across one of these tiny marvels, remember the incredible journey they undertake and the vital role they play in our world. Well, that's all for today, folks. Remember, the next time you spot a beetle, give it a nod of respect for its hard work. Subscribe to the channel so as not to miss new episodes and watch our previous video. See you next time.